Don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut!
yes! I'm like, well, shit! Because it just did it anyway. Hi! Hello, how are you? Hello, Kyle. Hello, Zach. Hello, dude. Sorry, I came in late. Sorry. Today, yes, I did. I had to think about it. It's been nuts. Music's a little loud. It's the audio. It's always the audio. This stuff drives me so crazy that it's enough to make me want to just yeet everything. The audio is always infuriating because it never works. It never works. No matter what I try, no matter what I change it to, no matter what programs I run, it's like, I'm just gonna shit the bed because I have too many things that need to be able to play. So I am the creator of my own undoing. Hi! How's it going, Doug? How are you? Hello, Hawkeye. Hello, Kyle. Have a good night, dude. I hope that you have a good one. So this is day 1 of 2 days of stream we're gonna have this week. There will be shorts content coming out throughout the week while we're at the con. But this is gonna be kind of dry this week. Giving everybody a heads up. Hello, Blaze. How are you? We had some crazy storms. We're gonna talk about that shit real quick before we jump into everything. We had some crazy storms today. I got to experience them categorizing our weather situation as a tornado emergency, which usually is classified as a tornado warning. That's as far as it gets, a tornado warning. Nope, not today. It was a tornado emergency. What's the difference between a warning and an emergency? I'm not exactly sure, but it was pretty scary shit today. Wind was blowing all over the place, and storms hit us. But the worst part of it, where like the tornado shit are, technically didn't hit us. We just got to see the residual. Wind blew down branches all over the place. Tomorrow I get to deal with the fact that we have a tree that got struck. Good, but had some stuff happen. What happened? I got to see today a tree get struck by lightning. I got to see lightning land in front of my house 3 times in a very, very short span of time. Scared the flying bejesus out of me, because I was looking to kind of check the weather to see how everything looked, see how bad it was, because what I do every time the weather comes through, I take a look, see how bad it looks versus what I'm seeing on the radio or on the TV, seeing on the TV, because whatever I'm seeing on the TV or my phone is usually not indicative of what my current area looks like. It's usually areas around me. So I always check so I can send messages to Shaman as well as call the rest of my family and be like, look, this is what it looks like. This is how bad it looks. Because I've been through tornadoes. I've been through really rough weather. I've learned some really rough stuff. So I call and alert everybody. And I go out. Well, I don't go out. I stayed inside, but I opened my front door. And I'm looking outside. Everything looks all right. I see the wind's blowing pretty hard. And I'm like, okay. I take like a short video of like the wind, and I go and I'm about to send it to Shaman to let him know this is what it looks like, because Shaman's the person who lives the closest to me, so they're the one most likely to experience the same weather phenomenons that I'm about to experience. As soon as I shut off the video and start going into typing, kablooey. We're talking big kablooey. And I'm not even sure what's happened at first. I just know the lightning's hit because there's this big flash and a sound so loud that it shook my bones. My ears are still ringing from this because, okay, the tree, I'm trying to think about how far away the tree is from my front door. It's not far. It's like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's like 30, 35 steps from my door to this tree. And just bam. And from the looks, when I saw it, it looked like it hit the road, because the way the perspective was and where it hit the tree, I thought it hit the road. And this looked like a moment like out of Power Rangers, like kind of type deal, where like hits, sparks go everywhere, and there's like mild debris. But then I look at the road's fine. Which I don't go out to check the road, mind you, because I have too much worry of my own self-preservation. But I'm looking, I was like, that's hit the road, duh. And finally, like, I get a better look. It took out part of the tree. That's what all the debris and shit is all over the place. Because it all happened so fast, I didn't have time to process shit. And then as I'm like whipping around to explain what's happening, which Mizu's having come part, because Mizu does not do storms at all. Does not do thunder and lightning. Like that's Babe's kryptonite. And Grandma's freaking out, screaming down the hallway, "What was that?" And I'm like, I don't even know. Dear Jesus. Wait, did the tree disintegrate? No, the tree was still there, which is why I didn't immediately process what had happened. Tree's still there. Tree is very, it's very dead. That tree's dead. So like, it ate it. It ate it, and then right after that, as I'm trying to explain what's happened, two more cracks of lightning hit the tree, hit two trees, and we're talking like rapid succession, bam, bam, in the yard across the street from me. They had just like trimmed these trees. Now these trees don't even look like trees. You were lucky last weekend a huge storm destroyed a power line on Friday. My house had no power that night. I've had stuff like that happen. That's happened here before. So like one of the scariest moments we ever had involving my grandmother actually happened while Joel and I were at Disney last year, or technically year before last. Technically it's year before last. Joel and I were at Disney year before last. And we had huge storms roll through here, and we were not here for that. We were in Florida for that. Now, no one had any way to get a hold of me while I was in Florida because I needed time away from like everybody. So like no one could contact me. I was supposed to have people here constantly checking on my grandmother. I come to find out that wasn't the case. I even like, and I didn't know the weather got bad here. Like I did have ways for people to get a hold of me. People have ways to get a hold of me with like Discord, Facebook, everything else. But like I didn't have it set up like for people to call me. I had my phone basically on do not disturb the entire time I was there with a small list of people. Now I'm expecting people to check to my grandmother and this, that, and the other. No one's told me there's been a storm. No one's told me there's been anything that's gone on. No, nothing. On our way back home, like on the drive home from Florida, Joel and I finally get a message. No one even tried to call my normal phone. No, I get a call directly on Facebook Messenger, which was weird enough, but okay. I get a call, and it is from my family. It is from my mother. And then right after I get the call from my mother telling me, "Hey, we have a situation." While I'm getting this, I get another call that comes in from my aunt. I answer the phone for my aunt, telling my mom I'll be right back because my aunt never calls me, so there must be some kind of emergency, not knowing my mom was about to alert me to an emergency. And it is my aunt chewing me the fuck out because apparently during the storm that came by while we were in Florida, a tree had fallen and taken out the power lines to my grandmother's house. And the only house affected was my grandmother. So power had been off at this domicile for 48 hours No one had told me anything. No one had alerted me in any way, shape, or form. No one had told me jack shit. And I'm getting chewed out because the power went out and my grandmother fell and was without the ability to get to a phone or anything else for 48 hours. Needless to say, Joel and I swapped places in driving, and I speed us the fuck home. So yeah, that led to one of the scariest moments ever. Come to find out, the person who was supposed to come check on my grandmother did not do so. Not only they did not come, and that was just it. They're supposed to come check on grandma and take care of the birds. Instead, and I'm not going to name the person who did it, not right now, no matter how mad it makes me think about it every time I did it. And apparently what my friend decided to do, actually my relative decided to do, was come in and just give the birds enough food and water right before the storm hit to last them till I got home. Sue them? Can't sue them. Can't sue them. The main thing they're supposed to do was take care of the birds. That's the main thing they were supposed to do. They're not a medical trained professional or anything else. They're not supposed to be taking care of grandma. And at the time, grandma could take care of herself. At the time, grandma had full autonomy to take care of herself. So we weren't needing people to take care of her. As long as she didn't fall, she was fine. Here's where it gets even worse, though. My grandmother had her life alert attached to her, which works regardless if there's power or not, because it's attached to a backup system. She had it on her, didn't hit the button for 2 days. And that was it. That's the reason why I can't sue them, is because it was literally my grandmother was supposed to do that in case something went wrong. This person was not there to take care of my grandmother, but if my grandmother did fall, they could at least call paramedics or some shit like that. They don't have the strength to be able to pick up my grandmother to do anything else, but they could at least let somebody know. No, they gave the birds enough food and water, which the birds were fine. They did. They still had food and water when I came in the door. Like, the birds had technically been taken care of, just not in the fashion I had asked them to do so. Because of this, no one saw grandma. So yeah. I am definitely experienced with them taking down power lines, because when we came home, they were just repairing the power lines. Because it was literally only my grandmother's house on the entire 2 streets that didn't have power. How'd your aunt find out? Mom called my aunt first. Then called me, and called me to basically warn me, hey, your aunt's on the warpath right now. Which, what the hell was I supposed to do? I wasn't home and put things in place and expected my family to check on my grandmother. And this was before she was bad off. This was actually kind of the catalyst to the beginning of my grandmother, of finding out my grandmother's problems. So yeah, that was fun. That was a blast. And power's getting cut on like right about the time we're walking in. I go check her grandma. She's like, oh, I'm fine. It's like, why didn't you use your life alert? And she looks down and dependent on her neck. And it's like, did you have your life alert on? Because my grandmother at the time was notorious about not having her life alert on her. She's like, I forgot I had it. We actually had an instance with this again a little bit later, like I say a little bit later, but I mean actually recently, like in the last 2 weeks. She had her life alert on her person. I ended stream the other night and told everybody, it was a Fortnite stream. I told everybody, it's like, I want to go ahead and end. I get the feeling I need to check on grandma. I'm glad that I went to go check on grandma, because my grandma had fallen. And she fell in a way that no one could hear her, because the house has got great soundproofing. It's part of the reason why it's so easy to stream here. It's got great soundproofing. But she'd fallen and been on the ground for about 40 minutes because she fell right after. Mizu came back down the hall. Didn't fall while she was down the hall. No, fell right after Mizu had come back down the hall, gotten comfortable, and like I didn't hear her. She had apparently been like yelling for somebody the whole entire 45 minutes. No one heard her. Went down there, was like, oh my God, Grandma, what's going on? You know exactly what went on, asking the stupid question that she fell. Not only did she fall, she fell, managed to knock over the wheelchair and somehow get her leg stuck in the wheelchair. I don't know how my grandmother does this. And my immediate question is, Grandma, why didn't you use the life alert? Because it was right on top of her chest, could touch it. I forgot. She has trouble getting out of the restroom. So she's supposed to call either Mizu or I when she's about to get out of the restroom, so we can at least make sure that she makes it to the bed or to the sink, wherever she's got to make it to. It's like, so we can make sure she gets there just fine. She neglected to tell me that she was having trouble getting up and out of things to a worse degree than she had been. So I've now got to the point where I'm checking on her. If she's awake, I'm checking on her in 30-minute intervals. Every 30 minutes, like clockwork if she's awake. She's asleep right now, but I'm checking on her like every 30 minutes now, because like she'll not call anybody. I've got the Alexa unit set up now to where she could just call me, because she knows how to use that, and she will. She has no problem using that. It'll call either my device in here, or it'll call my phone. It'll do one or the other. I'm getting a call. No, she'll sit there and not call anybody. So I'm having to check every 30 minutes. I'm having to check every 30 minutes that she's awake now, because she won't call me because she's afraid she's going to bother me. And I'm like, it bothers me more when you don't let me know that you're in trouble. I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be like a ranting, venting, bitching session, but that's exactly what it is right now, because she's not contacting me. She's letting herself sit. Giving up your independence is really hard. I get that. And I understood that when she was still trying to get herself up and do all this, that, and the other, and so on and so forth. Now she's not doing that. It's like she's completely giving up her independence, but it's also become complacent with just being kind of stuck. I don't know how to help on this, because she'll leave herself stranded. She'll leave herself stranded in places. And I don't know what to do to deal with that, because she'll leave herself like stuck and stranded and won't say anything, won't yell out for help. Yeah, we have grab bars in the bathroom. We've had grab bars in the bathroom since like I was like 10. And I recently reinforced the ones in her bathroom. She can't pull herself up with them anymore. And she'll wear herself out getting to the bathroom. She can get to the bathroom, and then she's stranded because she's got herself so tired. But she won't call anybody through any of the means she has the ability to do so. She just waits until either I do my 30-minute rounds, or until one of us has to go to the restroom. Let's see. I found a good mod for Minecraft, but it's changing the subject. One came close to my sister's house a couple days ago, but she's live. However, it took out a full block. It's not a good time. Jesus Christ. It's a bad time, but everything's good. Now at least. Stuff just needs to clean up. I get that, but Jesus. That's insane. Also, hello, Law Student. How are you? And hello, Hawkeye. I haven't properly said hello to you. And hello, Tentacle. I haven't properly said hello to you. Hello, everyone. Hello, Melissa. What? I would have panicked. Wait, which thing are we panicking on? Because, like, I've talked so much and ranted so much. We're talking about, like, the Florida thing? Because trust me, I called everyone in the family. I called everyone. I called the aunt that lives in South Carolina. I called the aunts that all live here. I called my mom. This was when my dad was still alive, so I had it out with my dad. Like, I had it out with my brother, my sister, all of my siblings. Like, I I read vent, my brain stopped. I completely lost it. I had a thermonuclear meltdown on the entire family because I was like, it's not fair for everyone to blame me when everyone I had been warning everyone I was going on that trip for 2 straight months. Everyone, some people had way more time to know that, but everyone had a minimum of 2 months to know what was going to happen. Everyone knew. I let everyone know. I read that conversation. Yeah, like Shaman was there for that. Shaman was like the one who didn't get yelled at. But Shaman got to hear all of it. But it doesn't help when the independent person reached out to your aunt respond by calling everyone else. Makes it unmotivating to ask. Well, so that's just it. My grandmother didn't reach out to anybody. She didn't have the ability to reach out to anybody when that happened. Because I wasn't home. My grandmother reaches out to one person, and it's me. She doesn't want to call anybody else. That's just it. It's like, I'm always the one who's there. So she doesn't even like try to reach out to anybody else. My aunt, the one who called and chewed me out, it doesn't matter if she reaches out to her or not. My aunt's only option is to call everybody else because my aunt lives 2 states away. Because she lives all the way out in like northern South Carolina. So like, if she reaches out to her, nothing gets done anyway. That's a 9-hour drive. Which my aunt also knew, but apparently forgot I was out of state. If you got a basement, there's a tornado coming, get in the basement. It's a smart move. It is. We do not have a basement. Around here in Alabama, you're not going to see a lot of basements because flooding's a thing. So there are basements, there are houses with basements, but there are not a lot of them. A lot of times it's just making sure you have good reinforced parts of your house you can go into, which for us is the upper den and the hallway. The whole house is brick inside and out. So like there's not a whole ton to worry about if you're in those 2 spots. There's no windows in either of those rooms, and they're both, there's no windows in the den, and there's no windows in the hallway. They're both like in the dead center of the house and decently reinforced. All right, and peeps are free to join. Off topic, but how often do you watch Crimson Tide football games? I watch a good chunk of them every year. Why? Roll Tide, as they say. Yeah, out of everyone in our family, aside from one of my aunts, this is probably the safest house in the store. Because one of my aunts has a built-in storm shelter in their house. But she knew you weren't there, who would be the one to contact. is how your aunts thought the process should have been handled to handle it. Let's just say Iron Bowl. I watched the Iron Bowl too. The family's very greatly divided during the Iron Bowl. Lord help me. Because my grandfather, myself, my dad, my brother, I whiffed that hard and shot him so wide. Gotcha. Ow. As soon as I popped it. It's like Iron Bowl, we're guaranteed to watch. That's a whole family affair there. And everyone's fighting. If we're not in the same house, we're on call with each other, yelling at each other. The only one who really doesn't watch anything football related is Mizu. She's not a football peep. I'm not the biggest football person out there. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not like super big into sports or anything like that. But I watch Alabama football, and I love to watch anything with the Atlanta Braves, which is baseball. I actually keep track of baseball because I watch the Atlanta Braves and I watch the professional, and for minor league I watch the Trash Band. That was a good hit on his part. Picturing weather station naming a tornado stormed the Iron Bowl. I could see it if it wasn't for the fact that it was solely the name of the Iron Bowl. All it takes is one bad tornado to be named that, and like, no one ever want to watch football again. So yeah, no, I feel like there's like some like unwritten law that you just can't do that out of fear that it'll hurt Alabama football. GG. Wow. I still have the scheming fingers. Oh. I forgot all about that shit. Could have had peeps who joined us. There we go. Hey! What's up, Hohen? How you doing? Don't mind the question mark icon. Prepping for tomorrow. I was about to ask. I was like, well, I was about to ask, and I thought to myself, well, maybe it's just like YouTube being weird, because that occasionally happens. I was immediately about that. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, something a fantasy name for a store. But yeah, storms get like wild out here. You know, I had somebody explain, I had two people in the chat explain to me what a tornado emergency versus a tornado warning were, and I got into a rant, and I have missed it. I have to see if I can scroll back up far enough to see what was said. But I appreciate people trying to help me figure that info out. When I was a kid, the news said there was going to be a calm storm, so school was still open. So I was getting ready for school. Then out the window, I saw a car get struck by lightning, and I was like, "Nope." Oh, I was like, "We're staying home today." That was a sign. That was a sign to stay the fuck home. My sister's house got it worse than we did. They had like baseball-sized hail, which they kept warning us about here, but we didn't have it. Top. Jeebus! Ah! Thought I had my charge, but I didn't. Grandfather drove football into my brain. If I could, I'd be a football coach. But some of the rules in college football make no sense. Oh, like which ones? The shield hadn't gone away yet. Thought it dealt enough damage, but did not. It has been too long. Did not get the balloon out in time. I thought I was getting it out, but apparently I did not. But yeah, no, I would have immediately taken that lightning hitting the thing as like an oh no. GG. An emergency means a large tornado is heading towards a large population. Well, that was definitely happening. Warning means do as you please at your own risk. An emergency means there's no time to risk. GG's. Yeah, that should work. Whee! Yeah, today though the weather was just, it was scary. It was not fun weather, like at all. That was me how players could transfer every year. That I get. Dementio. Nope, no thank you. Gotcha. Oh, what did I get hit by? I didn't see the brush swing, but that could definitely be a thing. But they'd be like, hi, and I'll just be like, oh no. Pretty much. Bombs everywhere. Ow. Yeet. GG! But no, it's been absolutely chaotic today. The birds were not happy, the cat was not happy, the dog was not happy, none of the animals in the house were happy, like, at all. Like, the thunder went off, the cat was hiding. The birds were very angry because we moved them into the den and then later into the hall when shit escalated. They were not happy. That's putting shit lightly. Hey, we got a commie! How do you do, Kami? Hope you're well. I have to thank Kami. Kami sent me a link to somebody to watch to keep track of weather. So I've actually watched them before. I usually watch them like when stuff's up, like about a week out. It's like, okay, I need to be alert to this coming this week. Didn't think to actually go on to YouTube and actually watch them today. Curly Bob hit me. I thought that might have been the case. I didn't see it because of Doug. And then Doug did the finish up on it. I was like, what the hell? You have bird carriers for them? I do, but because I usually only need them for like when I need to take them to the vet or take them somewhere else, I have them put up in the garage and could not get to the garage to help them with that. So I put them in the cat carrier. There are lots of times where I just wind up taking their whole cage into the room I need them to be in. Lucky I lived through that. We have DC on both teams. Well, the cage is, for one, really light. Two, it's on wheels, so like I can roll it from place to place. And until it needs to go up the stairs, it's fairly easy to get where it needs to go. GG. And Mizu can get it up the stairs. But I didn't carry it in there this time. We used cat carrier. Oh, okay, so I didn't really use a cat carrier, I used the cat stroller. We have a cat carrier, we have a cat stroller from back when I had Tifa. So we put them in the cat stroller, which gave them technically more space to sit around and hang out in. Coffee Bean was not excited to see the birds in his stroller. He was actually pretty upset and spaghetti about it. GG's peeps. Because he just likes to sit in the thing. He loves to go for a walk in it, but he just likes to sit in the thing. If I could help even a little today, seeing warnings go off left and right had me worried AF. See, like, I got messages from, like, everybody. I felt bad because I had messaged Dude, because Dude had sent me a thing that I was very excited about. A thing that's going to be coming to stream very, very soon. Get hype and excited, peeps. But Dude had sent me a thing, and I had missed it because I missed it because, for one, I was asleep when he sent it, and then when I finally get up and I'm working, I'm doing everything this, that, and the other, I'm getting bombarded by, like, alerts on my phone left and right, and I finally go to check my phone and check the alerts. At the same time I'm checking the alerts, or at the same time I'm checking my messages, I get brand new alerts for the weather. So, like, I let Dude know what was going on, and then all of a sudden, like, my phone erupts because we go from having, like, some minor warnings to a shit ton of warnings. It's the most my phone's gone off in a long time. Ow. Hi, copy. So I'm not going to get the Switch 2 because I don't like any of the new policies and stuff. So yeah, quitting on Nintendo probably won't be changing my mind. Okay, so like a lot of people are going on and getting upset about something. Now, I'm not going to defend this, but at the same time I am. It's like, I do not believe in this practice. I don't. I do not believe in the thing, because I know a lot of people's whole issue right now is going on about the new thing in their user agreement that says they can nerf your console if they detect that it's been modded in any way, shape, or form, right? To everybody that's screaming about that, I'm going to ask a simple question. Did you own a Nintendo 3DS? And it's that, did you own a Nintendo 3DS? Or Wii U for that matter? But did you own a Nintendo 3DS specific? Because the answer is yes, you owned a Nintendo 3DS. That was in the Nintendo 3DS policy. The whole we reserve the right to shut off your console, basically make your console unusable if we determine that it's got modifications on it. That has been around since the 3DS. That has been in their stuff since the 3DS. Since the user agreement that was last updated in 2014. Me on a 3DS? No, only nerds on 3DS systems. It's not great, but it's not new, basically. Not only that, but like PlayStation and Xbox have the same thing. Like, if that's your issue, don't own a console, period. They all say shit. Ow. Good hammer. They all say shit like that. And what a lot of people don't seem to know is when it comes down to doing stuff like that, what they mean by that is that if you have this thing, if you have your system modded, what that's there for is if you have your system modded, they can put in something that makes it where if it detects the software for it, that it makes it that as long as the software's in it, the console's basically inert. GG. Like, or not inert. Basically, the console just doesn't work as long as the modifications are on there. That's been around and been a thing forever. And it's actually very easy for them to do. The reason why it's there is not because, oh, we're going to put this in to deliberately shut off their consoles. We're going to put it in there and it's going to tell that thing no. And when it tells that thing no, because the way shit conflicts, it can brick your console. It's not saying we're going to go out and deliberately brick your console. It's saying we're going to tell that it's not allowed to work and we're going to ban your account. In the process of that, it can brick your console. Modding your system in general, though be it, is incredibly easy to do nowadays with a lot of consoles. It won't be as easy with the Switch 2 because it's not as easy with the Switch 1 as it is like the 3DS. But like, hey, hearts in the chat. Hello, Panda. But essentially, that is a cover your own ass thing by Nintendo that we could put in an update that says, hey, you've modified your software. It's not supposed to work with this. We don't want it to work with this, because we don't want you to get XYZ thing from this modification. We don't want you fucking around with this shit, this modification. We need more hearts in the chat. This is what that's there for. And it can make it where, like, okay, like anything you go in to put into your console for modification can brick it. Like, that's a warning that every modder will give you. This could possibly brick your console. If you mess up, you can brick your console. If you fuck around and find out, you can brick your console. Because even if it's not hard to do, accidents still happen, shit can still go wrong, stuff can kind of not work right. I ran out of ink. It can brick your console, and this can make it where occasionally it's like, okay, we're going to reset this to this, and we're going to patch out this way of getting into it. We're going to patch out this security flaw. If the thing is running very heavily reliant on that thing, it can just straight brick your console because it puts your console in a state to where it's not supposed to run with what you've got running with it. So that's what they're saying. They're saying that so when it happens and somebody's console gets bricked because they nerf something in an update and you update wrong, because that's what's going to happen. Because the only way they're going to be able to brick out your console and fuck up your console like that is for you to update it after it's been modified, and you update wrong. As someone who's used modified consoles before, hi Big Daddy Nintendo, please don't spank me. If you update your console wrong, because there's a different way to update your console after you do a modification, If you fuck up, you do it wrong, it can break your console. That's what that's there for. And that's to cover their ass to say, well, Nintendo didn't tell me that they were gonna break my console if I could do this. And their response to me, well, we didn't try to break your console. Which the lawyer's response to be, doesn't matter if you didn't try to, you did it. That's what that is. Because their update will conflict. How do you get around this? Don't use the Nintendo updating system. That's it. If you somehow modify your console, do the smart thing. Don't fucking use Nintendo to update your console. You won't have this problem. That's what it's there for. That's literally what it's there for, to say, hey, we're going to set this back to the way it's supposed to work and not let your thingy work anymore. It might brick your console. It is technically within their legal right to do so. Do I like it? No. But that's what that's actually there for. And it's been around forever. And you say to better define what a modification is for your console. Nintendo's actually pretty clear on what they classify as a modification that they do not want you to use. They do not want any hardware modification that would technically make it into a derivative of work. So here's why people that would make modification chips, GG everybody, people that would make modification chips that would change and circumvent what the Switch is supposed to do. It's fine if you do it for yourself. They don't want you to do it. It's still technically fine if you do it for yourself, but if you sell it and you start making money on it or anything like that, that's derivative work. Therefore, they can sue you into the dirt for it. So that one guy got really, really screwed. So that's a thing, as well as modifications are anything that makes the software run in a way that is not intended. If you do anything to your console to make it work in a way that is not Nintendo's intended use for that console, which is for you to buy games, plug them into the console, and turn it on, that is a modification. If it changes anything in that, that's a modification. That's what classifies as such. It's that simple. Is it going to stop people? Fuck no, it's not. You make it easy enough to do, people will do it. How you doing tonight, zombies? I'm recovering from jumping out of my skin after watching lightning strike a tree in my front yard. But other than that, pretty good. All right, after this, we're gonna break room, let more people come in, because I'm wondering if it's not letting people come in. Anyone who was previously in can rejoin. Just got to make sure that Nintendo's not being Nintendo. And this is coming from someone who is still very critical on Nintendo. I still don't agree with a lot of things on pricing for the Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, get away! I still don't agree with a lot of things for price with Nintendo Switch 2. I don't like the fact, I don't like how they word stuff in their thing saying, hey, we can brick your shit. I really hate the game card thing. There'll be I finally get to say, I told you so, and get some validation on that, because I was right. The game key card thing is literally for third-party developers, so they will fucking develop games for the console because they don't want to spend the money on the expensive part. Call that shit dead to rights. They finally came out and literally said exactly that. Publicly for once. Ow. Let's see, man. I did! How you doing, Panda? Hoping you are well. Hope you're having a good night. I'm playing some Splatoon, splatulating some peeps today. But yeah, no, that's why that is the way it is. It's literally because third-party developers will not develop for the console unless they have a cheaper means to do so, because Nintendo using a cartridge system is expensive, and they have new cartridges that are costing even more than they did last time, and they're like, we still want third-party developers because the console doesn't live without them. So what mod were you using for Minecraft? Oh, Puggins actually got it. Gotcha. Ow! I got sniped from up top. Also, play with Switch Dog Bitches. Sad. You got tacos? I want tacos. Thanks for explaining it. Most people I've seen talk about it literally didn't say anything about what you said, mostly just hate. And that's just it. You're going to get a lot of people that do that. And I'm sorry, a lot of them are going to be content creators. And a lot of them are going to be content creators that are going to do essentially what I like to call the Verlicify route of just sowing fear, panic, and hey, that's what they do. They're like, this makes videos, this makes content. Because I've also seen people, I've seen a couple people do videos explaining exactly what I've explained. I've seen people explain things about the key cards. I've seen people explain things about the user agreement and all this other stuff. I've seen people explain it almost the same way that I am right now. And they don't get anywhere near the views on their video because of it. Because it's not rage baiting. Rage baiting is a big thing. It is. It is. It is. Fuck, I've fallen for it before. I've fallen for it for a lot of shit before. Hey, we got Kirby McCracken in. Also, GG's to everybody. But yeah, so like that's the whole thing about it. It's like the people that are going to say, "Oh, look, this is scary because look, they're threatening to take away your thing and you don't own anything." Well, the one I'm not going to name the name, but there's a big content creator that really has me irritated because I know he knows better. He programs shit, and he's been around with this shit forever. His whole thing is Nintendo's tagline is "You don't own anything anymore." And that's it. That's all he's stating, and so on and so forth. And he knows better, but his view count's been down recently because he got himself into some controversies. And so now he's doing the Nintendo, like, fear-baiting bullshit, too. Don't get me wrong. Nintendo's got plenty of shit to be critical on. I'm critical on a lot of shit with Nintendo. I still don't agree with a lot of shit. I still don't like the fact that third-party developers' game cards are fucking nothing more than game keys, and I don't fucking own a physical copy of my game. I'm still pissed about that. It's like, I'm still pissed about a lot of this shit. I still don't completely agree with how they word the user agreement. Like, there's a lot of shit that I don't agree with. People do have right to be angry. I'm really pissed off about the pricing. But if you're going to bitch about it, at least grab the proper information. That's my issue. Grab proper info. Make sure people are fucking informed. Get out fast enough. There are 3 dynamos in this lobby. What? And of course you're the opposing team, so I'm about to get steamrolled. Or at least 2 of them are. We got one over on our team. Ready to do the wacky smacks. Hi. It's like, maybe I'll have... No. But no, the one that I did name is not the one that I'm currently talking about, Shaman. That's a different person. So wait, you would know who this person is. But no, it bothers me because that's the route that everyone's wanting to take. I'm like, there are far better ways to go about this. I was stuck all around me. My feeties were covered in paint. So like, since me and my sister love sharing games, and it's kind of difficult to share them now. You can share them, but you can't turn them on at the same time. That's something else I'll actually give an issue with. Like, that's a valid criticism right there. The virtual card to lend games out, that was a great move until you dig deeper into it. GG. That's a great move until you dig deeper into it. If you're sharing, like if I'm sharing a game cartridge, like a virtual game cartridge with someone like Shaman, which lives in a different household from me, and you just be like, boop, all the way over there, and we want to play the game at the same time, or I want him to play the game because I haven't played it before, that's awesome. But if Mizu and I want to play the same multiplayer game together, there was a way to do that before this new virtual cartridge thing came to play that you can no longer do thanks to the virtual card system. This makes it incredibly difficult for households that have multiple children, that have siblings, for couples that live together to be able to share and experience games together. I think accessibility for controllers, for obvious reasons, that kind of stuff's not what they're talking about. You can modify your controllers and stuff. There are some controller modifications that will get you banned, but that's on a game-to-game basis, usually not on a Nintendo basis. Like, if you have a controller that has rapid fire, like you have one that's like, okay, so like, this is what it takes, me tapping this is what it takes to swing, right? I can swing that fast because I can tap this fast. If you put a rapid fire mod on a controller, you can double that speed. You can double that speed for what it can register. You can make it you can map it well beyond human capability, which there are people that can fling paint faster than I can, but you can get people that can do faster than this with a rapid fire modification. Usually it is going to be online games that will ban you from their game for this. Like on PlayStation, you can have a rapid fire controller. You can own it to use for single player games. It's not a problem. PlayStation doesn't care. But if you're playing Call of Duty and you have a rapid fire controller and Activision detects it, Activision might care. I say might because Activision is kind of bad about banning people in a timely manner. And they will ban you from their servers for adding something to the controller to make it beyond human capability. But accessibility controls? No. In a lot of cases, they don't have any way to know you have that. It's when the controller starts doing stuff that, like, it looks like a bot's doing. Then, yeah, they'll pop you for that. But it's usually the game itself, like the company that owns the game itself, that'll do so. Jump, but apparently could not jump. What the hell? Ow. Hi, Nettie. Yeah, now, that also being said, like, I'm going to admit for myself personally, I have a Switch 2 pre-ordered. I've got about $250 on a Switch 2 at GameStop. And My bigger issue comes down to the price of the console. I may not be able to get the console that I have pre-ordered, which means there's no telling when I'll actually get one, because I've got it pre-ordered. I've got about halfway there, but that's just it. I'm halfway there. The thing's so damn expensive. That I don't know I'll be able to get one on my own. Why do people keep throwing that shit in spot? GG. So, don't feel bad if you don't wind up grabbing one. GG. Oh. That said, I still probably won't get it because of the price. My parents won't be able to afford it, and even after they can, it would probably be one for the whole family. Knowing how difficult it was for me and my sis to charge the original with even timing, imagine 4 people. And see, that's just it. Like, the Switch like prides itself on being a portable console. That's where I fear the Switch 2 is not going to measure up to the Switch 1. That's where I absolutely fear the Switch 2 will not measure up to the Switch 1. It's going to sell. It's going to sell relatively well, especially in the beginning. But as it goes on, GG peeps, as it goes on, it's not going to sell like the Switch 1 did. Why? Because the Switch 1 was cheap enough and had cheap enough bundles and options to where families bought one per child. It worked like having a Game Boy. It's this generation's Game Boy. It's a lot more expensive than a Game Boy, but that's essentially what it was. It was this generation's Game Boy. There are tons of kids that own original Switches or Switch Lites and never dock the damn thing. It's portable only all the time. Why? Because they could afford to do that for multiple children. Now, for almost the price of 2 Switch OLEDs is the price of 1 Switch 2. That's astronomical. And for the people that say, well, it's only like $450. No, it's $500. It's $500. Why do I say it's $500? Because if you get it, you have to get a game with it. You're most likely getting a game with it. Because most people aren't going to get a Switch 2 just to play Switch 1 games on it they already own. They're not. What's the point of that? So you're going to spend $500 at minimum. So $600 versus spending $1,000 is a massive difference. That's what it is getting to. Even cheaper if you buy the Switch Lite. It's $400 versus $1,000. So it's not going to sell like the last one did. At least not at the beginning, not until a price drop happens. Because a lot of people are going to wind up just like you, Blaze, where they're going to be like, how are we going to get multiple? We're only going to grab the one. Like, with us, usually, Mizu and I would both grab the same console. With this, only one of us is going to be grabbing the Switch 2, if we can even afford the one. And I'll probably know in about a week if I'm going to have to wind up canceling out my order. Hey, what's up, Bebop? How you doing? Speaking of the OLED, I heard the Switch 2 had an LCD screen. Why? When they made a new version of the Switch 1 to have the OLED screen. See, that's been one that's kind of confused me too. I get it, kind of. But at the same time, I don't. I get it from a cost-saving measure. because they had to cut a cost somewhere. So I kind of get it from the we need to save some money. At the same time, it does make the screen quality feel like a downgrade. As someone whom of which still owns an OLED and still has an original model in this house and has put them side by side, it is a dramatic difference between the two, which you wouldn't think, but it is. Ow. I hurt Dirk that bad. And that's the only possible thing I can think of. That is the only possible thing I can think of, is that it was a cost-cutting measure. It was trying to find GG. It was trying to find somewhere, anywhere, they could cut the cost. Because you notice that they didn't tell the pricing of the console or the games during their announcement. I actually still have it recorded because I didn't post it. I didn't post it. I did a reaction though I did a reaction video to the Switch 2 trailer. And I was going to post it, and the reasoning why I didn't post it was because I went from being the hypest motherfucker ever to severely irritated when I saw the pricing. Because when it ended, I went back, I watched the entirety of it to see if they put it anywhere in it. And the pricing isn't anywhere in the initial reveal. Anywhere. I even ended my reaction with, okay, but what's the price? Because I expect them to tell us the price at the very end of the thing, and they didn't. What is my favorite Nintendo game? Okay, if we're talking like first-party Nintendo, if we're talking first-party Nintendo franchise game, that narrows it down a little. If we're going for like favorite franchise, it would be probably Splatoon, just being real. And favorite game out of that franchise would probably be Splatoon 2. If we're talking like favorite game period, weirdly enough, it's not from the favorite franchise. Oh, okay. Synchronized death, that's a thing. Favorite game would actually probably, and it is a Nintendo game. A lot of people forget this, and I'm mad because they've essentially abandoned this property. It'd probably be Custom Robo on the GameCube. And Nintendo has pretty much like abandoned Custom Robo, which makes me very upset. Because it is still one of my all-time favorite games ever. I'm hoping that we'll at least get the GameCube release when we get the GameCube games. I was hoping when we have the N64 games coming out that we get the Japanese N64 game that we never got stateside. Because we didn't get Custom Robo stateside till the GameCube and then later the DS. And the DS one sold very poorly. It's great games, but it sold so poorly that it pretty much killed it stateside. I think it also killed it in Japan, because I don't remember there being one past that in Japan either. So yeah, if I had to pick, probably Custom Robo. If you want something a little more well-known, then I'd probably say Metroid Fusion, if you want something a little more well-known. But I love, and that's part of what hurts me with a lot of stuff with Nintendo fucking around so much right now. I love Nintendo. I love a lot of Nintendo games and franchises. Like, I absolutely adored Mario Odyssey, and like most Mario games, I love Splatoon. Though it's a Game Freak property and a Pokemon Company property, it's also Nintendo. I love Pokemon. I've been hypercritical of Pokemon over the last few years. I obsessively poured way more time than I should ever admit to into Animal Crossing. I fucking love Animal Crossing. I love F-Zero. It's like, I love a lot of Nintendo games. So the customer remote looks super cool. I love it so much. It's so good. It's so good. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. GG peeps. And there are tons of games on the console that are like third-party games that I enjoy. Like one of my favorite Nintendo games ever, it's an NES title, though be it's not a Nintendo game, it's a Capcom game, is like Mega Man 2. I grew up on the Sega Genesis and the Nintendo. Like, I had an NES and I had a Genesis, and later got a Super Nintendo and got an N64, got a GameCube. So my favorite memories are playing Punch-Out, playing Mega Man, specifically Mega Man 2. Playing the Metroid titles on the Super Nintendo. Playing Goof Troop on the Super Nintendo, because like that was back in the day when Capcom was making the Disney games, and we had some bomb-ass Disney games. Like Goof Troop and DuckTales. Fucking love those games. No matter how angry they make. Yeah, Spike, can we get new Advance Wars that aren't remakes, please? And thank, please. And see, that's what else makes me upset. Like, I love the new Advance Wars, but I also have a lot of gripes for the new Advance Wars, which was just a remake, mind you. Because, like, it's good, but, like, there's so many things that it could have done better. Have a wonderful night, Hoenn. Take care. Pleasant nightmares to you. Thank you for playing with me for a little while. No, I love the new Advance Wars, but I also had issues with the new Advance Wars because the new Advance Wars, the way it was done by Way Forward, which I love Way Forward, felt kind of like a lazy port. Well, it didn't feel like a lazy port, it felt like a lifeless port. Let's be real. They put a lot of effort into it. It's all 3D and pretty. They rebuilt it from the ground up and looks. But too many of the models look too much like each other now in that version. And there was no option for a 2D throwback like a lot of games do. A lot of Way Forward games do. He's hanging out. What went under that? Oh, in trouble! My favorite weapon, because I'm a walking 5-year-old, is the Splatoon Stamper. Because I get a big ass chainsaw. Like, that's my favorite weapon. My favorite special is the Killer Whale. Bought a new mod today? Oh. Now, as for what's my best weapon, it would be the roller. And it holds a near and dear place in my heart for all of Splatoon. But I'm one to kind of joke around, not take things seriously today. I don't know how I'm alive. I wasn't for long. Hey, what's up, Mad Boss? How you doing? I thought I had him. GG! But my best weapon is probably the roller. My favorite special is the killer whale. And my favorite weapon is the Splatoon stamper because I get a chainsaw. I just like chainsaws. What about you? What is your favorite weapon? I want to break the room real quick because I'm going to swap weapons. I'm also going to put in my pull code real quick. The pull code, if anybody wants to join, so we have new peeps joining us today, is ZGN. That's all there is to it. Beep, 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 beep. That's the pull code. It's purple chrome. That sounds pretty. Got an idea for a remaster of one of my favorite games, Gunfighter: The Legend of Jesse James. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. Hey, how's it going, Kuma? How are you? I'm doing all right. I need a nap. We survived some pretty rough storms today. Let's go for the gear loadout that I love the most. Beep. I forgot I'm still set up as an Octoling right now. I hadn't changed that in a hot minute. Because my character is usually an Inkling. Head is hurting but surviving mostly. Well, I'm glad that you're surviving. Wacky smack it in Splatoon. First one of my favorite is the triple splashdown. See, if we're not like, I love the splashdown, but I loved it in 2. I loved it in 2. In 3, it's not bad. It's just not on any of the weapons I want to have it. I love the splashdown. I love the triple splashdown, but it's not on any weapon I want to use it on, so I very rarely use it. If anything, Animal Crossing should take New Horizons on the same route Super Mario Party Jamboree is going and just add quality of life improvements. They have to add quality of life improvements as well as they'd have to add like at least like new items and possibly like new residents. Like they'd have to do essentially like what they did with the 3DS version where they gave the ability to add new residents, which they could do with some additional amiibo support. Tired, need a nap, man. I feel that. Splash Out is so much fun. It is. I love it. I love it in 3. It's just not on any weapon I want to use it with. Oh my god, yeah, I have that exact same issue. The kits are never in my favor. See, 2 had my favorite kits. To this day, 2 still has my favorite kits. Completely messed that up. I somehow got a kill anyway. For a minute. What? What'd I miss? Hey, any animes y'all would recommend to me and my sister? Just finished watching Girl Lagan. Question. What kind of animes do you like before I start mentioning animes? because I have a lot I can reference to you, but it's going to be dependent on what you like. Because I watch a little bit of everything, and this means I watch stuff that's like good, fun, light-hearted. Then I watch stuff that's like hyper-violent and horrifying. And then I watch stuff that's like weird and strange and nonsensical. And then I watch stuff that's like hyper-serious. Then I watch stuff that's very comedic. What are you in the mood for? What are you in the mood? Do you want to feel good? Do you want to scary? Do you want to gory? Do you want scary without gory? Because like that exists. You want gory without scary? Because that exists. Do you just want like a good shonen battle anime? Do you want a great isekai? Like, that's what's gonna come down to. Because I have too many suggestions. Do you want a good period piece? Hasn't been mentioned much or remade at all since 2001, which is just nuts. I gotta admit, it's one that even I'm not familiar with. I'm usually pretty good on retro. Ow. Show the chapters that are out for Sakamoto Days. That is a good manga. I like the manga better than the anime for that one. Because usually I'm not the type to be like, yeah, you should just go read the manga, it's better. But Sakamoto Days is one of those you definitely should just go read the manga. The quality and care for that one was all in the first episode, and then after that, it's just kind of meh. Like, one anime that I can suggest that I really like, that kind of ticks all the boxes, would be Zom 100. It's on Netflix. GG! It's on Netflix. It's Zom 100. It's a phenomenal anime. It's got horror elements because it's got zombies. It's action-packed. It's hilarious and comedic. There's a lot of fun in it. It's super colorful. It's got light romance elements in it, like very light, as well as like it can be very motivational, and it'll even make you cry. It's like Time Crisis and Sunset Riders, but in a Western setting, basically. That sounds like something I would have played. Because I love me some freaking, some light gun games. I love things like Time Crisis. It's like, Zom 100 is definitely right up there. I would definitely tell people to go watch Zom 100. It's on Netflix. Easy watch. Especially now that all of it's out and people aren't having to do like I was, where it came out early, which meant they had to take a hiatus to get like its last 4 episodes out. I go to bed because I was falling asleep trying to eat my tacos, and you should definitely go to sleep because that would have been a travesty to drop a taco while sleeping. Zaps to me are not complete. What happened to a zap with Kraken? The guy wanted some anime suggestions. I just finished Angel Beats. I thought it was pretty good. Angel Beats is really good. You just gotta be in the right headspace for Angel Beats because like it's good, it's funny, it's lighthearted, and then it gets hyper, like it's gonna kick you in the feels. It's like it's good, but it's gonna hurt your feelings. Doing well, I'm doing pretty good. Pop. Have a good night, Panda. Sleep well, my friend. What's up, buddy? And they're like, no, run away! Too many people. Angel Beats was such a good cry, though. It was! It absolutely was. If you like Angel Beats, go watch Zom 100. Zom 100 was so good. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Another really good one, doesn't hit on the horror aspect, though it has some spooky episodes for fun. This one was actually suggested to me by Kami and Dude, as well as Vasco. Go check out Apothecary Diaries. That anime, ooh, I'm addicted to that shit. I have to watch it every week. Every week. I don't feel like I've been jump scared this match. Like, I haven't, like, jumped up and been scared. You've gotten kills on me. A lot of good, solid kills. I don't know if I call it a jump scare, though. Ooh. Ow. I'm just gonna have a friend who's into it. It is so good. It is so good. It is so good. You gotta watch Apothecary Diaries. Watch Apothecary Diaries. Oh my god, it's so good, and it's getting so good right now. Like, it was already good. Like, there's not, like, you know, like a lot of people are like, you know, it's got like a little bit of an adjustment period before it gets good. No, this starts good and just gets better. It just starts good and just stays good and or gets better. Hi. Ooh. Ooh. The only anime I really watched much was Saint Seiya first and second series, not the third crap. But then again, I'm not a huge anime guy. But Saint Seiya is a classic and an absolute must watch. GG. Like anything I watch, Magical Girl animes like Pretty Cure, mecha animes like Gurren Lagann, and recently, Arifureta, and seen High School DxD. So yeah, anything really. So yeah, first off, Zom 100 would definitely be great. If you like Magical Girl animes, but you want to see something with a darker twist, I could suggest 3 to you right off bat. The 3 would be Madoka Magica. Warning, that one's going to go dark fast. Magical Girl Raising Project. That one goes pretty dark fast. And then Maha Shoujo Site, aka Magical Girl Site. You can find all 3 of these on Crunchyroll. Magical Girl Site, I will give warning, gets the darkest, and it does so the fastest. And it's a no holds barred with that one. That one can get really, really rough. So go in knowing that one's rough. I had no idea. That one's gonna hurt your feelings. Dandadan was a blast. I love it. Second season's coming out not too long from now. Absolutely love that series. I showed that off to everybody in the Discord, and man, showed that off to people in the Discord. That was a night. That was a night because no one's fucking prepared for that shit. Dandadan is an absolute must-watch for me. Trust me, because it starts off just acting like it's like a weird, chaotic, bizarre fever dream, and then it it rips your heart out at one point. And it does so spectacularly. If you want another good horror one with some like lightheartedness in between, that'll also like hurt your feelings, but in all the right ways, look up one called School Live. Do not get this confused with School Days. Look up School Live. If you want one that's going to be genuinely scary, but is an absolute tour de force as far as storytelling, look up Higurashi. But don't look up Higurashi on Crunchyroll. Why? Because it's the latest season. This is one that you're going to have to sail the 7 seas for. I'm sorry, not sorry, but sorry. Watch Higurashi, also known as When They Cry. Phenomenal horror anime that is a must-watch for anyone that likes horror or anime. The newest season is good, but you need to watch everything else before you watch the newest one. I've only read the visual novel though. The visual novel's great. The anime is also great. So if you like the visual novel, you'll like the anime. The only thing I have against Higurashi is that if you're new to that kind of medium, there are going to be moments while you're playing it that you're going to ask, what the fuck is happening? Because it tells itself kind of in story arcs. And it's going to feel like it's starting over. It's not. You didn't miss anything. Keep watching. It'll make sense. But it's gonna at first it almost feels like Tales of the Crypt, where you feel like you're getting story arcs that are just not connected storylines, but with like the same characters over and over. You find out rapidly that's not it. It's almost like American Horror Story if American Horror Story stayed good. That's the easiest thing for me to compare it to. Original Cowboy Bebop's a must-watch for anime fans. It's phenomenal. Watch that one. It's great. If you like mecha anime, watch Big O. Oh my God, watch Big O. It's done in like this like noir art style, similar to like the Timverse original animated series Batman. It is so good. GG. Watch Big O. Most people forget what the fuck I'm talking about when I say go watch Big O, because it only has 1 season. They wrap it up nicely with a fine little bow. Go watch that shit. Go watch that shit. Go watch that shit. So kind of used to each season being its own separate story things. This isn't each season. This is like every 4 or 5 episodes. But trust me. But if you understand the JoJo mechanic, you'll understand this. So you'll be fine. Big O is so underrated. I'm sorry for yelling. I'm just very excited. It is so. It is. 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 I love that series. I love that series. I want to cosplay the main protagonist so bad from that, but I am so self-conscious, and I just don't. I can't pull that look off. I can't. That man is a handsome man. And man, fuck. Like Dorothy may be a robot, but Dorothy's a robot that everybody has a crush on. Everybody. I don't care who you are. Everyone gets a crush on Dorothy. Nor have I watched Ghost of Shell. Ghost of Shell is so good! Oh! Next you're gonna tell me you haven't seen Akira. You should watch the original Cowboy Bebop. Watch the original Cowboy Bebop. You will not be disappointed. I honestly say watch Cowboy Bebop over Ghost of Shell. That's personal bias. I love Ghost of Shell. I just got more enjoyment out of Cowboy Bebop. Ghost of Shell standalone complex. Yes! Yes! Didn't care, but it was so long ago I don't remember. Go watch it again then. They even reference Akira in this game. Love Trigun. I want to see the new series they made because I heard, other than people being iffy on the art style, it was good. While we're throwing out old classics, go watch Yu Yu Hakusho. Go throw out some old classics. Yu Yu Hakusho, Tenchi Muyo, Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop. You want to have some more lighthearted? Throw in some Metabots too. Hi, Kami. Alistar is amazing and my favorite. I absolutely love that one. Ghost in the Shell is an absolute must-watch. I saw the original Ghost in the Shell the same time I saw my first, like, Miyazaki film, which was, it technically wasn't my first Miyazaki film, but it's the first one I watched all the way through, which was, Princess Mononoke, because, like, Princess Mononoke came out, I was 12 when Mononoke came out. And I watched Ghost in the Shell, which I should not have been watching at that age at the same time. Now, if you want some good newer anime, Gundam Witch of Mercury is really good. Had a blast with that one. But I haven't seen the ending. I've heard some mixed things on the ending recently. Jujutsu Kaisen is definitely great. I would definitely suggest reading Sakamoto Days as opposed to watching it. Of course, Apothecary Diaries, I've already stated that one repeatedly and will continue to say that one over and over. Ow, hi Kami. Consider that I only recently got Crunchyroll. I have not watched many animes, if at all, other than the first 2 seasons of JoJo. All right, so give me a second here. All right, so we're gonna break the room. Everyone can rejoin it in a second. I gotta go looking through my Crunchyroll real quick. Let's give you a list. Okay, Shaman, I need you to start taking the list down. I need you to start taking the list down. Peeps, get your pens and papers ready. I want to give a suggestion of new and old, a little bit of something for everybody. We're going to give Zombies long ass fucking anime list. All right, well, thanks for playing with us, Nettie. All right. So, anime that I currently enjoy, and anime that I have watched in the past that I would tell you to go watch. I need to eventually make like an actual my anime list. So we've got, start off with something light and easy. We've got My Hero, we got My Hero Academia, we got My Hero Vigilante. Both these are good, both these are fun to watch. I've enjoyed the hell of them. We've got Apothecary Diaries. We've got Higurashi. These are not in any specific order, mind you. This is just me going through shit on my list right now. We've got Spy X Family. We've got Solo Leveling. I know some people are hit and miss on season 2 because they jump around a lot in comparison to the manga or in the manhwa, but they do a good job of it. It's worth a watch. Soul Eater's worth a watch. Ending sucks, but the rest of the series was great except for like the last 2 episodes because it got kind of ate out from underneath it. Shangri-La Frontier, phenomenal anime. Chainsaw Man, thoroughly loved this anime. I like the manga better, but I thoroughly fucking enjoyed the anime. Demon Slayer, beautiful anime, well done, good story, enjoy the anime a lot. You've already watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so you're currently good on that one. Kaiju number 8. I fucking love Kaiju number 8 with a passion. Jujutsu Kaisen, phenomenal anime, absolutely would say go watch this. Yu Yu Hakusho, go watch it. It's older, but it's phenomenal. Most of the older Gundam series would say if you like mecha, go watch them. It also would include the Zoids animes in this as well. Gurren Lagann, phenomenal anime, but you've already watched it, but anybody else listening, watch Gurren Lagann. It's an absolute must watch. Full Metal Alchemist, both the original and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Oh my god, go watch both of these. Frieren. Frieren's a newer anime. It came over like the last 2 years or so. It's especially if you like D&D settings, like if you like medieval settings, stuff like that, you like fantasy settings, watch Frieren. Watch Frieren. It'll make you cry. It's beautiful. It's well done. The story's phenomenal. The characters are lovable. Go watch it. You want another phenomenal fantasy setting anime? This one actually feels like a D&D session. Go watch Delicious in Dungeon, also known as Dungeon Meshi. You can find this one on Netflix. It's an absolute 10 out of 10 must-watch anime, but I'm biased. I like almost anything made by Studio Trigger. So go watch that one. It's made by the same people that made Gurren Lagann and Panty and Stocking, which I'd also suggest Panty and Stocking. I hear great things about Black Clover, but I have not watched it, so I can't give an opinion on that one. But going for shonen anime, I can suggest Hunter x Hunter, and I can suggest One Piece. Yes, One Piece is fucking long. It is. It's long. It's long. I've rewatched it. I know how long it is. And yes, it can be kind of difficult going back to watching the old animation style versus this new one. It's still worth it. Go watch it. You'll enjoy it. Dawn to Dawn. It's hilarious. It's weird. It's out there. It's going to make you say, what the fuck? A lot. But it's beautiful. It's fun. And it's an acid trip from hell. And if you like it, then go watch Mob Psycho 100 and go watch One Punch Man. Both are fucking phenomenal. Go watch them. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and grab like the alphabetical list of anime on Crunchyroll real quick. Just to go through the ones that I have seen. Certain Magical Index. Watch this one. A Certain Scientific Railgun. Watch it after you watch A Certain Magical Index. It's fucking phenomenal. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did. Absolutely loved it. Became obsessed with it for a while. Let's see. Trying to find the best ones I know. I started watching A Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School. It was funny for what I saw of it. I need to finish it. It's about a teacher who is human who gets yeeted into an entire school of monsters, and they're not supposed to like humans and have no idea that he is human. It's a trope that's been done before. I think it's one of the better versions of that's been done. Let's see. Afro Samurai. Watch that shit. Phenomenal anime. Really good. It's a lot of fun. Tichimuyo. Go watch Tichimuyo. Absolutely phenomenal. Have a good night, Nettie. Take care. Pleasant nightmares to you. Here's one that's harder to suggest to people. Watch Akagi. Akagi is really good. It's a gambling anime that's really good. I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm actually rewatching it right now alongside watching Venture Brothers, which isn't an anime, but is an absolute must-watch as well. Akira, we already talked about it. Watch it. It is literally referenced in everything, including Splatoon, with the reef slider. See. Amaku MG, Doctor Detective. Just remember Doctor Detective. It's essentially, what if House was an anime girl? It's a great watch. Absolutely love this one. It's also really good if you want an accurate depiction of what autism looks like, without it being one of these, look, this character has autism and is overcoming overwhelming odds because they're fucking autistic. It's not shot in that form or fashion. It doesn't use autistic stereotypes like The Good Doctor uses. It's one of those, like, the character very obviously has autism. They make sure you know it by showing you their traits, their quirks and shit like that, but they don't just go like, oh, look, everyone needs to like do all this, that, and the other because the character fucking has autism. As someone with autism, I really appreciate this series. But also, if you like medical dramas at all, or if you enjoyed anything like House, you're going to really like this one. You're gonna like this one a lot. Mizu and I binge watched through it, like, and are chomping at the bit for season 2. Angel Beats, phenomenal anime, worth your time. It's a lot of fun. If you want one that's kind of derpy, warning, this one does have some ecchi moments in it, which if you're not familiar with what that means, it's got fan service in it, but it is a really fun one. It's a really cute rom-com anime called And You Thought There Was Never a Girl Online. It's about a bunch of people that like to play MMOs and they meet each other IRL for the first time. It's really cute, it's really fun. There is some fan servicey moments in it, not a ton, but it does exist. But it's funny, it's cute. Angels of Death is good if you haven't played the game. Angels of Death is an indie horror game that is done up in the RPG Maker game style. It's a great game. I love the story for it. There is an anime for it. The anime's good if you've never played the game. If you've played the game, it's not as good. It's not bad, but it's not as good. Let's see. I have hiccups. All right, this one has a weird name. And the funny thing is, it's a weird name, but it's a name in English. It's just called Another. It's a horror anime. It's a horror anime called Another. It's phenomenal. It's a great watch. I can't remember if the Crunchyroll version of it is censored or not, because it can get pretty violent. It's not the most violent anime out there, but like the deaths in it are rough. It's really good. Everyone should watch it if they like horror at all. Whether you like anime or not, if you like horror, you'll like this one. A Silent Voice is good. If you want to cry, A Silent Voice is a really good one to watch. See, I'm scrolling through everything that I've seen, as well as I'm scrolling through pretty much everything's on Crunchyroll right now. Let's see. Okay, this isn't an anime, but it is a Japanese movie that is on Crunchyroll, and I also really like this one. It is based on a manga that was really, really good. It is called As the Gods Will. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of bloody violence. It's bloody violence, but it's not bloody violence. But like everybody dies in spectacular explosions of blood. But it's really good. Let's see. Not sure if they have the uncensored version of Another still. I think it might have been taken off when Sentai pulled a lot of their titles. Honestly, probably, because that's when we lost a lot of good shit. Assassination Classroom, an absolute must. Enjoyed Assassination Classroom immensely. It's really good, really fun. It's a lot of fun. Go watch that one, you'll enjoy it. If you haven't watched Attack on Titan, everyone and their grandmother is going to tell you to go watch Attack on Titan. I am also one of these people that's going to tell you to go watch Attack on Titan. I liked Attack on Titan from the degree that Attack on Titan was one of those animes that even if you didn't watch anime, you watched Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan was kind of like Attack on Titan was to anime what The Walking Dead was to zombie and horror media. If you didn't like horror media and you didn't necessarily like zombie films, in the beginning, you still liked The Walking Dead. Same thing with Attack on Titan. Even if you're not an anime person, you will enjoy Attack on Titan. What is up, Peachy TV? How do you do? How have you been? It's been a while. Yeah, I would never think that you, of all people, Shaman, would enjoy Assassination Classroom. It's not like you wore a freaking Kuro Sensei cosplay for like 6 years. Never would have guessed you would have enjoyed that one. Let's see. Let's go to other ones here. Berserk's a good one. The anime's better. Or the manga's better. Lord, I want to get canceled. The manga's better. Read the manga for Berserk. The anime's fine, but it doesn't do anywhere near as good of a job as the manga does of making you love it. Everyone and their grandmother will tell you to watch this one. I am not one of the people who tell you to watch this one because I don't enjoy it as much as everybody else does, but it has such a big fan base that I have to mention it anyway. There is Black Butler. A lot of people like Black Butler a lot. I used to like it, but it got rammed down my throat so much that eventually I couldn't handle it anymore and gained a disdain for it, but it is a good series by all technicality. Blood Blockade is one I started watching recently and that I am enjoying the hell out of. If you want one that is going to make you question your sanity, question what the fuck you just watched, and make you go, huh, that just happened, watch Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-chan. It's like a rite of passage. Just go watch it. It's one of those, like, you're going to ask why, but go watch it. Blue Exorcist. It's phenomenal. It's ongoing. Go watch it. One of my personal favorites, Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. Fucking hilarious. Thoroughly enjoyed it. That's an anime I haven't thought about in a long time. Right? Let's see. Another one that a lot of people enjoy. This is one I need to go back and finish. I enjoyed what I watched of it, but I need to go back and finish it. So take this with a grain of salt. But Boogie Pop Phantom has a very strong cult following that I need to go back and take a look into. Just check Crunchyroll has a censored TV version for another. That is depressing. Sail the Seven Seas. Because you need to see that as it is. The censored version. Well, no, I take it back. You can watch the censored version if you want to laugh. Because the censored version makes it funny. Are you gonna say Neon Genesis Evangelion for what the fuck did I just watch? Yeah, you don't really get that till the ending. Dokuro-chan is that way from start to finish. Like the first 10 seconds are what the fuck did I just watch? Bungo Stray Dogs is a good one. Let's see. Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. I enjoy this one immensely. It's going to be a hard one to suggest. It's an isekai anime and it's nothing but comedy, but I fucking love it. It would be me if I got isekai into another world. Watch Ghost in the Shell movie. It's quite interesting. It is a phenomenal movie. So any more games or table turf? We will probably do games in a second, but I'm on an anime kick. If you want a Magic Girl anime that is a must watch for everybody, and I guarantee you Mizu would scream it louder than I will, go watch Cardcaptor. Go watch Cardcaptor Sakura. Go watch Cardcaptor Sakura. Go watch it. Go watch it. Go watch Cardcaptor Sakura. Just go watch it. That's all I should have to tell you is go watch that one. If you want a Magic Girl anime, that's the one to watch. Go watch it. Just go watch it. It's good. Go watch it. Go watch it. Go watch it. If everyone gets shot, it's better than Sailor Moon. Go watch it. If you like card-based animes like Yu-Gi-Oh! And shit like that, watch Card Fight Vanguard. Especially if you want something that actually follows the rules of its game, Card Fight Vanguard follows the rules of its game immensely. Cardcaptor Sakura. Yes! Cardcaptor Sakura! Go watch it now! It's fantastic. Go watch it. You want a really good detective anime? Go watch fucking Case Closed, Detective Conan. It's one of the longest animes in existence. People bitch about how long One Piece is. Case Closed could get there too. It's just the story's not as interlocking. Go watch it. Go watch Cardcaptor. Did you hear good things about Cardcaptor Sakura? So it was on my list. Go watch it. Oh, babe, I don't exist. See, Cells at Work. Go watch both Cells at Work and Cells at Work Code Black. You can find them on Crunchyroll and Netflix. They're both phenomenal. I loved these. I loved these. They were so fucking good. I'm waiting for a third season. I'm waiting for a third season. I'm waiting for a third season. Go watch. Go watch it. You wouldn't offend me if you were to leave this stream right now to go watch that shit. It was so good, so worth your time. It's good. It's good. If you want to watch like the worst anime ever, which is not actually the worst anime ever, but it gets really damn close, like really damn close, go watch Chargeman Kin. And by saying that, don't go watch Chargeman Kin. Go look up a YouTube video about it. There's a YouTube video that explains the history of Chargeman Kin. That is definitely worth your time. But I've watched the anime itself. It's not good at all. But it's one of those, it's so bad, it's hilarious. Side note, Cardcaptor Sakura, Magic Knight Ray Earth is from the same creators, and is also good. I personally prefer the manga, but the anime is bad. I completely agree on all sentiments on that one. This is one I'm only going to suggest because a lot of friends of mine have suggested this one to me. I haven't seen it, but I've got a lot of friends who have seen it and enjoyed it, including my friend Bookie, which is a content creator over on Twitch. And that would be the anime Charlotte. I've heard many good things about it. A lot of my friends have enjoyed it. I haven't watched that one yet. It's on my list, but it always winds up when I get around to watching it, something else pops up that I wind up watching. But I've heard good things about it. What is up, Rabbit Dude? Hello. Here's an oldie but a goodie. I really love this one. No one ever talks about it anymore. Most people don't remember it, but Chrono Crusade was a phenomenal anime. Especially if you like shit like Trigun, go watch Chrono Crusade. So as good as Trigun, but it's worth a watch. If you want something that's more recent and like the battle classroom kind of anime, go watch Classroom of the Elite. I still need to watch the newest season for that one, but I really liked that one. That one was really fun. An absolute must watch, especially considering you like Gurren Lagann and you like mecha anime of any kind. Go watch Code Geass. Code Geass is absolutely phenomenal. Go watch Code Geass. Great show. I still need to fucking finish it because I always start it and never get to finish it, and then I restart it. But even for what I've watched, it is phenomenal. No relation to Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross. No. All right, this is one of my earlier animes, but I really, really enjoyed this one. This is also, yet again, another good one if you enjoy things like, if you wind up enjoying Cardcaptor, if you wind up enjoying Magical Knights Ray Earth, if you wind up enjoying things like Chobits, which Chobits is on that list too. I'm getting to it. Watch D&A Angel. D&A Angel was another really good one. What's a bad anime that you enjoy watching? Usually if it's bad, I don't enjoy. Let's see, what's a guilty pleasure anime? I probably have a few of these. What's a guilty pleasure anime that I enjoy watching? Give me a second on that one. Give me a second on that one. I gotta think on that one. Let's see. Another really good one. It's fairly recent. Though be it, I was disappointed in it. I can admit it's a good one, but I was disappointed in it. Would be Dead Mount Death Play. Now, why was I disappointed in this one? Because everything I saw for it leading into this made it look like a horror anime. It's not. It has some horror elements in it, but it's a shonen anime. It's a good one. It's a fun one. I was only disappointed in it because it wasn't what I thought it was going to be from what I saw leading up to it. It is good for what it is. It is a good anime worth watching. Because Zombie's hentai list for guilty pleasures. Shockingly enough, I haven't watched a lot of that, honestly. I just haven't. I haven't. It's not really my cat jam. There are a few that would be classified as close to that, but aren't that. Because they don't dive far enough in to be classified as that. I have a guilty pleasure one though. Like, because you mentioned that, I have a guilty pleasure one because it gets mistaken for that a lot, but it's not because there's no sex in it. And that would be To Love Ru. That's my guilty pleasure. That is my guilty pleasure anime. I've watched To Love Ru from like start to finish. That's definitely a guilty pleasure. That one and Girls Bravo. Those are two. They're nothing but fucking fan service guilty pleasure animes. Very little of them have decent stories. Very few of them have decent stories, as well as the actual activities themselves are just... They're done in such a light that it just doesn't seem entertaining. There is one that is really good. I can't mention it on here because YouTube will punch me, but it's not, it has an anime, but it's only 2 OVAs long. It has a manga series though that's existed for a long time. I can't mention it though. I have to think about it. I might mention it in like the 18 plus section, the hyper mature section of the Discord. Don't know. But it has a great story. The anime for it, which has only got like 2 episodes because they were both OVAs, they're good. They're good. The animation quality is great. The story's fun. Like, it's also funny. Like, it's a good series. I own the mangas for it. Why can't you mention it? Because I just said the one I can't mention is a hentai. I can't mention that on here. I will get in trouble. I could technically mention it, but with the way shit works around here, I couldn't mention it and explain it. And I can't link people to it, because if you link people to anything like that, it becomes a problem. I can tell people the name of it, but I'm not going to. Not on here. Not on here. But it's good. It's got a better manga. The anime's good. It's just, it's not complete. It's that kind of spicy. Yeah. Like he said guilty pleasure watching was one of those. Like, I technically have one of those. I have one that had a great story. The artwork's well done in it. The acts in it are well done in it, as well as believable. Like, yeah, it's good. I just can't really go into detail here. It has also led me to very awkward moments when I have occasionally people help me move, and they help me move my manga selection, because it's the only one like that in my manga selection, in my manga collection. Occasionally, someone will run across that randomly. I'm like, oh, leave that one alone. because it's the only like truly. I have adult manga because I have ones that tackle blood, gore, horror, violence, and some are fan servicey. But that's like my only one that's like X-rated. So back to full recommendations. Mushishi is fantastic. Mushishi is phenomenal. 10 out of 10. Zatchbill, great one. One that I showed everybody in the Discord. This is worth watching. It will make you cry. Its story is beautiful. It is one of my favorite animes of all time. Absolutely in my top 10. Probably in my top fucking 5. Go fucking watch Death Parade. We're supposed to have a season 2 eventually. It keeps getting pushed back. I want it. I want it so bad. 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 Oh, it's so good. Death Parade. Go watch Death Parade. Go watch Death Parade. I made everybody else watch it on the Discord. Go watch Death Parade. I've heard of High School DxD. I have. That one is my brother's guilty pleasure. I never got into it. I never got into that one. I don't mind fan service anime. I don't mind anime that have fan service in them. But they're not my go-to. And High School DxD, like, is just so much. It is kind of like, and I know the irony of saying that because To Love Ru is probably the worst one for that. But I just couldn't get into it. I know a lot of people did. I know a lot of people enjoy it. It's got a fun story. It's got fun comedy. I couldn't get into it. But if you like that one, I do have one that is in a similar vein to that one. It's also a fan service anime, but I like the story a lot better in this one. It was a lot more fun in my opinion. It was Demon King Daimao. If you like High School DxD, that's a good one to look into. It is fan servicey as all hell, but it was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed the shit out of it. Again, Demon Slayer, absolute must watch. Okay, this one is kind of dated. They probably could not remake this anime today, but it's fun, and I enjoyed it. And it was good. And I'm gonna get flack for this one, and I don't care. Desert Punk was a lot of fun. I would suggest Desert Punk. Go watch Desert Punk. It's a lot of fun. You're gonna say what the fuck a lot, but it was a lot of fun. There's Digimon. Now Digimon's on Crunchyroll. The Digimon series that I would suggest people watch. They have Digimon Adventure, which is Adventure 2020. It's a remake of the original series. It's good. I enjoyed it. I still like the original one better, but it's good. If you don't want to go back and watch the very dated anime that is the original anime, you can watch Adventure, but Adventure is the original one. I think is better. Why is it dated? Some of the content, some of the things that they say, some of the dialogue in it probably couldn't be gotten away with as much today. Same thing with Venture Brothers. The earlier seasons have some rough content. But Digimon Adventure, it's good. Digimon Ghost Game is fucking phenomenal, and Digimon Tamers is great. Another guilty pleasure I can give to everybody. I enjoyed this one. It's a cute love story. It's a comedic love story, but it's also one of these, like, it's kind of out there kind of series. It's not for everybody, but I enjoyed it. Would be Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. It's got a spinoff coming out, apparently. That's going to be interesting. I enjoyed that one because it was cute, but it's also out there. You know what? Dude would probably agree with you on Desert Punk. He wasn't a fan of the ending, but otherwise, I would completely agree with that too. I wasn't a fan of the ending, but I did really enjoy Dr. Stone, phenomenal anime. It's a newer one. I really enjoy this one. It's a lot of fun. It's also kind of educational. It's worth a watch. In a lot of cases, it uses real science. And it's hilarious. There's also the classic of anything Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball series is phenomenal. I'm not a fan of GT. It does have its fans though. But you got Dragon Ball Daima, Dragon Ball GT, the Dragon Ball movies, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z, all worth a watch. It's good if you want action. Let's see. I liked this one when I was a teenager, but I never finished it, so I don't know how heavily I can suggest it. It's rated pretty high still, but it was called Elemental Glade. It's got a lot of similar notes to Soul Eater as far as like how their weapon system works. But it's also nothing like it. Another one I will tell people to go watch, but do not look up anything about it until you watch it, because people spoil this one all the time. Go watch Erased. Erased is such a good story. It's another one of those, doesn't matter if you're an anime person or not, it's really, really good. Erased is good. I loved Erased. Do not look anything up for it. Go watch it. Phenomenal anime. Fire Force. Fire Force is good. I need to get caught up on Fire Force though. But Mizu and I both enjoy Fire Force. We both need to get caught up on it though. Let's see. A lot of people like Fairy Tail. I wasn't a big fan of Fairy Tail, but Mizu and everybody else will tell you to go watch Fairy Tail. For me, Fairy Tail felt kind of like a slog to go through, but a lot of people I know enjoy it. I have one that I will tell you to watch, but I almost feel like you need a strategy guide in the fucking watch order. There is Fate Stay Night. Fate Stay Night is a beautiful anime, has a lot of good stuff in it, but you may need a walkthrough guide on the fucking watch order, because there's so much of it. Because there's like Fate Grand Carnival, Fate Grand Order, Fate Grand Order Moonlight Lost Room, Fate Grand Order Absolute Demonic Front. There's Fate Grand Order The Stage. There's Fate Stay Night, which is the one I'm most familiar with. There's Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. There's Fate Strange Fake. There's Fate Zero. There's a lot of it. Yeah, look up a watch order guide. If you want a classic, watch Fist of the North Star. Another good one, it's an oldie, but a really goodie, is FLCL, also known as Fooly Cooly. Go watch that one. You're going to say, what the fuck, a lot, but it's worth every minute of it. Another guilty pleasure. I love this series. I love this series. It is the epitome of a guilty pleasure. It is such a... Ooh, it's a guilty pleasure. I'm gonna get sideways glances for this. I do not give a fuck. Go watch Food Wars. It is so much fun. Go watch Food Wars. Go watch Food Wars. Go watch Food Wars. You will enjoy Food Wars. If you can sit down and watch it, you'll enjoy it. If people talk about it, you look at it, it's like, oh, that's kind of weird, but go watch Food Wars. I fucking love Food Wars. He series. I have the most confusing watch order. Fate series. Lol, you're cute. That is so fucking true. Let's see. Vyran, I've already talked about that one. Go watch it. It's an absolute must watch. Fruits Basket's a really fun one. There's an original version of it as well as a remake. I've watched the original. I love the original. I've heard that the remake does the original justice and is also worth a watch. Okay, I think I have a big enough list. I'm running out of space. I only got to the F. There's so much more. Come to me later when you want more. When you want more, come to me. We'll go through it. Remind me I got to the F's. Because Lord. And I'm learning exactly how much fucking anime I've watched. Jesus Christ. Food Wars was enjoyable. I love Food Wars. It's ridiculous, but it's so much fun. All right. We're going to play a few more rounds. I'm sorry it took up so much time ranting about anime. Later, if y'all want more in-depth reviews / criticisms of anime, let me know. I can be more in-depth on anything on this list. It's like anime is like one of my big things because anime is how I met so many people. Like anime is how I got to talk to people, learn about things. It's like what he said. Also, let us know what you think of things that you checked out. That will help us give Rex better suited to taste. Yes, that too. Because everybody here, or well, almost everybody here watches anime. Like we could talk to you about some anime. Like anime and anime conventions and video games are how I met most of the people in my life and how I got to have conversations and learn how to talk to people. Anime is how I learned how to talk to people, not by watching the anime itself, but for finding common ground, because I used to not be able to talk to people like at all. Like what I'm doing now, yeah, I was never able to do this kind of stuff. Hi guy. I just swung and I didn't. Cells at Work is another one I enjoyed. I was screaming about that earlier. Cells at Work is an absolute must-watch. I love that. I got Aderan to watch part of that one. I don't know if he ever finished. I think he finished it. But like, I made Aderan sit down with me and watch the first episode of that one. This bit. Hi, buddy. Ah! So I may have figured out ZGN's MBTI. Let's see, he's never taken such a test. You talking about like the Myers-Briggs test? Is that what that is? Because I have taken it. I can't remember what my thing is for it. Where did he go? Ooh. Sneaky. If he finished it, but I remember he was like a big fan of the platelets. Understandable. They're so heckin' cute. Yeah! Like, I threw Aderan into a Discord call and made him watch the first episode of that one. me! Only a few people here that has never watched a single anime, including Star Wars Visions. I love Star Wars Visions. It was actually a lot of fun. Welcome back, Pug Izzy! Actually sent my results to Aderan so I can find out real fast. All I gotta do is search through my thing. Let's see. Oh, this is a long time ago. I have to double check because I found it. I'll have to check it. And didn't you join in one of the anime movie viewing days, Hawkeye? I don't know what killed him. Oh, getting back. Woo! I felt a little bad about that because that was not my intended target. Sorry, McCracken. Ow, I got. So I don't watch animes because I don't have the time. I'm a massive ESO nerd. I never joined. No, I never joined anything. Which one you did? Ow. Hi, Kobe! Ow. I mean, it's just like any other medium. There will be people like in all walks. Like there are Americans that hate American cartoons. It's like you'll find people like that just don't like certain types of things. Oh. GG. Oh, that was nuts. Let's see. Thing. Okay, so the Myers-Briggs test. One that has like the 16 different personality types thingy. It'd be ENFPT. ENFP-T. Campaigner? This is one that was sent to me from Aderan a long time ago. Hey, bud. Hi. I'll take the trade. Maybe that's so we can just work into the channel. Should be able to now because correctly you are a member on Twitch. You're a subscriber on Twitch. We'll be bringing those back very soon. As soon as I get back next from the trip. Ow. Ow. I don't know what happened there. We were doing so good, and then we just got 8. GG. Oh. because I'm 5. I have a doodly thing. Sorry. I'm an absolute 5-year-old. I like to do 5-year-old things. Just ignore me and everything will be fine. I did not do great that one. I think I could do that now. I'd be like, hey, you did bad over here. Yeet! And away! Oh. So that is a question I'm going to ask to a lot of you peeps. Okay, so since I'm getting things fixed around... Ow! John Madden would be proud, see? Since we're getting things changed around, and I'm finally going to be in a situation come July where I'm able to put all my time back where it needs to be in all this. I thought that guy had jumped off the edge. I was like, huh, nope. And I got shot from behind. They jumped off the edge or got behind me somehow. Nope, he was still in front of me. Damn. But no, a lot of the stuff for members is going back fully into play. Like, I've finally got members or cards again. I don't know how I'm not dead and all that, but I appreciated that. Like, membership cards are becoming a thing again, so they get their cards back. And then we're doing the movie nights again. Oh, can't run that over, apparently. That guy should be dead. Ah. Ow. 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 Ah. Ah. GG! But no, shit, fuck. We may be calling this thing. Shit. My shoulder's been alright the past couple of streams. I don't know why it's hurting so much now. I'm shocked we pulled that one back. GG, peeps. Jesus Christ. Son of a bitch. We'll go one more round. But yeah, we're getting everything set back up with movie nights and cards and stuff like that. But I'm going to redo. Might have moved it just the wrong way. I hate when that happens. Same. What'd you do to your shoulder? About, what was it, a week, 2 weeks ago now? I dislocated my shoulder trying to help get my grandmother up. I had her, everything was fine, and then she decided to swing herself, and when she swung, she jerked me with her, and my arm went, but my body didn't, because I was grounded. And I dislocated my shoulder. And as it was dislocated, she did not let go of my arm, so it got swung around a bit. And I have to be careful with my shoulder so I don't mess it up further. I probably shouldn't have played Splatoon, but I needed something that I could play that wasn't story driven because I'm only going to be here for two days this week. But no, something I wanted to ask, and I ask this a lot, I don't get a lot of answers on it, but I'm hoping to at least get a couple answers here. Okay, this goes out to people who have memberships and people who don't. What would you like out of a membership? Like, what do you like? Because I know memberships are there to like support the streamer, but like they're still supposed to give something back to the peeps that have the memberships. What would y'all like to have? Because I'm doing a lot of revamping come July. What are some perks you guys want? Shouldn't do any soft tissue damage or tear anything. It's severely stretched and a mild tear. I've got it looked at. I'm not supposed to do any kind of like heavy lifting or lifting anything over 5 pounds for about another week. Yeah, I want to think of other memberships you have at other places, or think of other things you think would just be a good idea. Yep. Pay for the membership to support, but also not to watch ads. I mean, that's completely fair. You want to be real? That's why I pay for memberships on Twitch. Like, I pay for memberships on Twitch just so I don't gotta watch ads. I only keep like 1 or 2 at a time because it's usually with my Twitch Prime and maybe one other person. Like right now, Finn has my Twitch Prime sub. Yeah, if y'all have ideas for anything that y'all want, let me know. So I want to give fancy stuff to you peeps. I'm working out some new emotes and should be able to finally get them. That's gonna suck for me. Ow. Should be able to get them come July. A lot of people I have memberships to do movie nights on Discord every once in a while as a members only thing. Other than that, very little. See, movie night's currently the biggest thing I do. Movie night, and I give everybody who's a member a free pack of StreamBeats cards. Well, if they're in the $5 tier or above, because that essentially winds up in the $5 tier, they get a booster pack. If there's a $10 tier, they get 2 booster packs, which essentially pays GG for the essentially pays for the membership itself. Alright, I'm definitely have to call it here. I did super bad. Oh. But GG's all around. Well played to all of you. But yeah, I know a lot of people say they do memberships to support. I know they don't do it a lot for the perks, but like I want to give more back to you guys. I'm always in this state of mind where I want to give more back to you guys. I want to give y'all something worthwhile for what y'all do. You know, like it only seems fair to me. When do you get a new emote? I've got space for a couple of new emotes. The only reason why they haven't been enacted yet is because I'll have to see. We've had a lot of members drop off because there were a lot of gifted members that are no longer active. But I have to see if I still have the numbers for them. But if I do, I think I still have 2 open right now. And the only reason why we don't have them is I'm having to commission them, and I haven't been able to afford to commission either the artists I would usually do so for them. So I'm having to wait till I have the funds built up, which I should hopefully after the move. But aside from that, like I want to know what I can give people. I want to know what people would like. I want to know what people would enjoy. Whether it just be new emotes or it be like specific things during the movie night or something. I feel like there should be something. I never see a lot for memberships. The only thing I see a lot for memberships for people that do video content, and it's like, if you're a member, then you get to watch this like a week early or something like that. Which I've never been sure how I feel on that one. Been subbed to someone for 6 years on Twitch. They haven't made content in a few years, but for some reason I keep paying. They got good emotes. Cause see, on Twitch, there have been times on Twitch I've kept a membership around because I like their emotes and I wanted to use them in other chats. It's kind of like Discord. It's like, why are you part of this Discord server? Because I like your emotes and I want to use them somewhere else. So like, they got good emotes. I could easily see that being the reason. I had someone I supported, even though I had someone that I was a member of, even though I had stopped watching their content. I was a member of their channel for a very long time, just because, like, even though I didn't watch their content anymore, I still liked them. I still liked who they were. I still like. So they were still making the same content. It just wasn't what I was watching at the time. So like, I still gave them the support because I still liked them, and I might go back to them. Like, I get that if you spent a lot of time watching them initially and you liked watching them. You know, I haven't. I forgot I could do that. I completely forgot I could do that. Hey! You didn't have to do that, Jess. I appreciate that, but you didn't have to do that. Hearts in the chat. Thank you. Why can I not? Why can I not? I can't. I really appreciate that Awesome Jess did, because for some reason, apparently, I don't have the gift of membership option, period. One sec. What the fuck? It's my channel. Why do I not have that? It gives me the ability to super chat to myself and to super sticker to myself. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Had to go through a roundabout way to do this, but I did it. Found it. But it didn't let me do it from, like, the moderation page. I had to go onto the actual live stream itself. And also, just how have you been doing, my friend? There we go. Memberships everywhere. It sends about a complete random. So hopefully we hit some peeps in chat. We got Kubo. Awesome. There we go. We got Camelot. I got 5 more I can drop, so let's do it again. Fuzzy! We got Billy Hatcher. We got Kevin. We still did not catch Hawkeye. But there we go. Yeah, you have a membership. Look at you go. Also, what do y'all think of the new alert system? I know it's not like super hyper swanky like my last one, but I like the fact that it's completely universal. So it goes across Twitch, YouTube, doesn't matter what it is that I get through either one of them, it does thing now. Ha ha ha. Oh, but ta-da! Huzzah! I need to remember that. I need to remember that. I need to remember that. I need to set reminders for that. I need to set reminders for that. The only thing I don't like about gifting members is that the person gifting can't choose who they go to, like you can on Twitch. Been good. Just finished my stream. Awesome. How'd it go? What were you playing? Gifted. Get some more hearts in the chat. Fuzzy, you've been gifted on Twitch. Get some more hearts in the chat. See, you can do it just like that. Like, Jess can choose to smack Fuzzy with that. See, I wish YouTube would do that. I want YouTube to do that. I want YouTube to do that. Come on, YouTube. It's not hard. Did a game called Limbo. I love that game. Love that game. The spoopy game. Love that game. That game's hard, but I love it. It makes you gotta think. I'm gonna scream. Looks like you already did. Wait a minute. Is that what I think it is? Your birds in the background? Yep, it be the burbs. They be chilling and hanging out. That's Edward Elric. That is an Edward Elric emote. There goes the hedgehogs. They go human. Thank you very much for brain hurt. I feel that. I feel that. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it for the night. I gotta go rest up the shoulder because if it's starting to hurt, that means I need to go rest it. I also need to get a snack anyway. But as y'all know, it's been going on. Coffee Fuel, Gingerbread, Undead. This has been more Splatoon. There will probably be more Splatoon tomorrow. Not sure. It's going to be probably multiplayer. Regardless, it's going to be probably multiplayer tomorrow. Rigged. Plan stream tomorrow? Yes, I am planning on streaming tomorrow. It's gonna be the last day I'm gonna be streaming this week. I am gonna be doing multiplayer. It'll be Splatoon, or it'll probably be Splatoon or Rivals, most likely. Just because it's easier to do multiplayer on weeks that I don't get to stream a lot. There may be shorts content throughout the week. I haven't fully decided where we're going with that. But there'll probably be shorts content from the con. Nothing super extravagant, but it'll probably be that just because it's the only thing I can think to do. It'd be the Spidey dude. But aside from that, that's probably gonna be it. Tomorrow's probably gonna be the last day of the week, and I don't have a flight to catch in a few hours. Hope the shoulder feels better. I'm just gonna go. I've got some CBD lotion. I'm gonna rub on it and probably throw it on a heating pad for a while. It'll be fun. I'll be fine. It'll be fine. For some reason my camera is fuzzy. I gotta fix some of my stuff for that. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, as you all know, this has been always going on. I'm Coffee Fuel, Gingerbread, Undead, and this has been more Splatoon with you peeps. Remember to take care of yourselves, take care of each other. As always, pleasant nightmares. I'll see all of you little peeps again tomorrow. Man peeps. Just because what? Oh, I didn't have my headphones on. I got bonked. How dare I? need to make an